episode 9 of Depths of Irkalla. As always, Rock here. So, we finally made it to intersection 4. Gone ahead. Carrot. Oh, flashbacks. What you be doing? Huh? Ah! Fraps! Fraps. I went ahead and carried over all the stuff that kind of mattered. And then before I go out, let me grab one of these. I kind of grabbed all the stuff that mattered, brought it over to the new intersection, did a bunch of tree farming just so I could have extra logs, because I didn't have a whole lot at base, yada, yada, yada. We're good to go. Today we're going to be heading into Portal Island, which is almost like, it sounds like where the gas... Oh, hello there. Where the gas sounds are coming from. And I have gotten a couple different zombie infestations kind of cropping their way out of the various parts here. Let's just get to it. But we're heading into Portal Island today. Oh boy. What's my render distance? Far. Okay. Just nice. And oh, hello, wither skeletons. So unfortunately, we don't have exactly the best of swords right now. I didn't really have enough. It was like 26, 27 levels or something like that in order to repair either of the two swords that we had before. So not exactly in the best of places to repair those. And hopefully we'll get there really quickly. Then we can maybe jump back, repair one of them, and use that instead of this vanilla sword. But for now, we're just gonna have to chill with this. Ye old basic. Oh god. I'm glad I checked back here. I don't know where you came from. You probably spawned up above and kind of wandered your way down, I'd guess. Or there's a hidden spawner somewhere. Oh, there it is. You tricksy guy. Oh boy, man. Things are not loading the fastest right now. Hello? Pretty face. Can I pause it a little faster? Oh yeah, don't know if it's just my computer not being in a happy mood. But things aren't particularly loading fast. We'll just try to ignore... Oh boy. Try to ignore the stuff that's not loaded and hope it loads up as we go. Else we might just have to restart Minecraft, which isn't too terribly hard to do, but just a hassle. Dear Lord, there's a lot of gas spawners around. Are you trapped? No. Seems safe enough. Oh, well, that's an upgrade to our sword. More Sandwalker boots. Those are nice. Clean out the inventory. Okay, this is definitely an upgrade from here. Yeah, that's a decent upgrade. Sharpness 2, plus the extra damage, plus fire spec and knockback. Okay, that's a decent upgrade. We'll leave the iron sword there for now, just because the chances of this weapon breaking are little to none. The chances of us falling into a pit of lava and screaming helplessly is probably significantly more likely. Okay, these pigmen don't have a whole lot of health, which is a nice little thing. Excuse me, pardon me. Okay, so it seems like some combination of wither skeletons, pigmen, and skeletons is what we are seeing so far in this area. Interesting. Is it because we are in a hell biome? We didn't hit a pigman though, so it seems a little odd that there was an angry pigman. If there's just something where... Oh, did I miss it? Must have just got a block under it. Seems like it's odd that there's angry pigmen around. Maybe I missed something. Oh, is that a possibility? Are you angry? Oh, you're not. Oh, yeah, you are. You're like pseudo-angry. You're like half angry. You're just half-assing your anger. some reason these pigmen are just angry for no apparent. Oh, I see that Nether portal down there. I see why it's called Portal Island. These pigmen are just like half-assing their anger. Oh god, that is a lot of... Are those all spawners in the tree? Oh god, I hope not. Oh, if so... I'm thinking it might not be spawners. I think it looks like they're obsidian trays, so it could just be the obsidian we're seeing through the cobweb. Which I hope is the case. Get out of here, Pigman. Now they've angered the whole horde. Luckily, they're not particularly the brightest, so we got a free pass. Woo! Fire prompt 5. Prompt 3 right now, which is really good. Not a huge amount here that's particularly interesting. I mean, these Berserker's Brews would be interesting to use, but it doesn't give us a whole lot of room to kind of mine escape if necessary. Kind of just, well, you're dick. Hope you don't need to mine. Oh god, please! Oh, they could have easily knocked me down into the sadness. That would have been a thing. Oh, silly Pigman. You're so dim-witted. And I'm just having a hell of a time hitting you. Okay, so either my bow is just really good, or these blazes just have like no HP. Okay, maybe I was just getting lucky with my hits. Okay, I think that was just more stuff on the luck side of things. Come on, get over here. Bats! I've talked about this many times. I swear to God. I know it's not the case, because I've seen the code. I always feel that pigmen have, or bats have pigmen AI. Which just swarm in front of you, like, give you a high five, see how you're doing. Disrupt you every chance they get. Oh boy. Okay. Get rid of these spawners the best we can. Try to keep our hunger up. There's most likely a spawner over there. Because we are pretty much just... Oh, no. We are not in pure hell biome. Interesting. I would have figured this whole area would have been an hell biome, but it seems that's not the case. Interesting. Oh, you're angry too. You've got some qualm against me. I don't know why. I mean, I killed your friends. Friends, possibly some of your family. You can't blame me for that. They were attacking me. Self-defense. Alright, but it does look like that little old portal over there is our primary objective, which is interesting. I just want to point that out there, that interesting. Because in general, in a lot of CTMs, you don't really see a lot of Nether play. Like, going to the Nether, going to the end, it's very minimal. It's definitely one of those kind of... It's a chunk of gameplay that not a lot of people actually play around in. Which I'm kind of surprised, because there's so much leeway to do stuff in CTMs, and so few people have actually kind of messed around with like Nether portals and going into different dimensions, quote unquote. Let's clean up some of these mobs. There's a buttload of mats around. Clean up some of these mobs. Try to get down here in a safer-ish fashion. As to not pull too much aggro. And I'm even kind of more surprised that not really many side... I can't think of any off the top of my head. Do pseudo, like, little fake portals Like, you set up another portal and you step into it, and then kind of instant transmission over to a different quote-unquote dimension. I kind of see pressure plate kind of activations and button activations and stuff like that, but nothing like just walking into a portal, automatically detects you, kicks you up to some, or teleports you to some other place. Not something I've seen. People are weird with their creations. I know I personally tried to. Oh boy. You heard about the madness from that far away, huh? I know I personally try to. I try to do as much innovating as I can when I make stuff, which is probably why I haven't been able to actually put out many CTM maps. Or mini CTM maps, because I haven't put out a full one yet. I try to do a lot of innovating, and even some of the jam attempts that I've done have been primarily geared towards, like, quote-unquote innovation of genre innovating type of mechanics. So, for example, a mechanic that I didn't see very much prior to Arachnopocalypse was anyone taking advantage of actually kind of rewarding players for kind of vanilla loot. I mean, the same. Oh, sorry, a combination of rewarding players for vanilla loot slash creating these like kind of vanilla loot, pseudo vanilla loot mobs. Actually, no, I can't say I haven't seen that before. I would say it was very minimally used. Okay, let me step back and rephrase my what I was trying to say. I tried to take advantage of innovative type mechanics, stuff that's not used, hasn't been used at all, or stuff that isn't used very much. I can't say for certain if the mechanic I used for the villager trade that was just trading for vanilla mob drops in Wrecked Apocalypse had ever been used before. I'm pretty sure it had been. It's something that was very infrequent. If it had been used, and I'm sure it had, I claim no originality to it. Just to make it clear, I claim no originality to it. I'm sure there's some other people who have done it before, but it's something that hadn't been used much, if at all, and I did that. I also got some other mechanic ideas that I've been trying to incorporate into some jam maps that I've so successfully failed creating. For example, I've kind of talked about this before in the past on my live streams or stuff like that. The most previous Strawberry Jam, the Strawberry Jam 15, the castles, cathedrals, and citadels. I had initially started working on a jam map for it on the last wave of it. I ended up being a little too busy to actually fully finish it. I kind of got partway into it. But the initial idea that I had that I wanted to kind of put out there and play around with was the idea of what if you started the map fully powered. Like, think of instead of starting off the map with no gear, no items, anything like that, like a typical intersection 1. What if you started out with ultimately equivalent, like, last intersection gear? Like, you'd go through, the idea I initially had was you'd go through, and you'd have a little pre-map startup where you can kind of you get multiple waves of selections, you pick one of 3 different items, and it's kind of like, different top tier items, but different attributes and stats to them. So, you might get a weapon selection. So you have an option to pick a sword, an option to pick an axe. You have an option to pick, I don't know, maybe a hoe. and they all have different attributes and properties to them that make them interesting and unique. So it kind of gives you an option of like, how do you want to go with this? I mean, you know, the weapons might have like the axe, the sword, and the hoe. The hoe might have unbreakable, but which makes it attack a lot faster, but it has, you know, stats. It might have a little bit less damage, but it's an unbreakable weapon. It has a really fast attack speed kind of thing. Versus the axe, which might be have the attributes to make it a really slow weapon, but it does a huge amount of damage, and the sword kind of being just kind of the middle ground kind of thing. So it would have a lot of options of things you could get. Oh boy, Pigman's angry at me. But ultimately, you'd kind of craft your initial starting gear based off of all of your selections. And then you'd just start the map from there. So it would start on a kind of last intersection based difficulty and scale up from there. Versus starting at like a no item inventory and scaling up. So it's just like a different type of scaling. You're scaling from endgame to endgame plus instead of new game to endgame. Definitely a mechanic I personally haven't seen, and it would be interesting. It gives a lot more options when it comes to placing or creating gear and creating gameplay. Gives a lot more options. Boy, this is gonna be pain in my ass. Okay, let's get rid of the spawner. There's probably a whole bunch more spawners like this. We are level 38, which is nice. So, we do have this diamond sword. Oh, you Pigman need your 2 reach. Piss off, Magma Cubes. I know you can hit me on occasion. But yeah, that was kind of an example of kind of pseudo-innovative mechanics that I try to incorporate into the stuff I make. I'm not always successful in making them, but I at least try to experiment when I can. All right, so we need to get to that center island there. We need to get to that portal. We need to get by all these damn pigmen. I do see some extra little nubs up to the side here, so I'm guessing offshoots. Maybe one will lead to the next intersection kind of thing. That's my current thought. I think getting to... Okay, I saw that spawner. Pigman, piss off. I do see these... I did see a Pigman spawner, or... Well, okay, sorry. I take that back. I saw a spawner spark. I don't know if it was Pigman, but there's... Oh, probably a good chance it is, given how many Pigmen I've been seeing off in this direction. Let's try to get up into a safe place. Luckily, Pigmen aren't too bright, so they're not going to properly pathfind in this version. Pigmen are a little smarter in the newer versions. However, they don't have the 2 reach that they have in this version. But I really need to get over to there. That is our primary objective, and I'm hoping the area past that's not too terribly long. I don't know how long we're gonna actually properly take in this episode, but we'll see. We'll see. It's probably gonna depend on how much of a pain in the ass it is gonna be getting through here. Okay. Well, it's gonna be the best way to do that. We more or less just have to kind of skip our way through here, and there it is. There is a Pigman spawner somewhere around here that I have to get rid of. Okay, where are you? Aha! Aha! Oh, that's a skeleton spawner. Well, that's a lot. It's a lot less It's much more anticlimactic. It's like finding the killer. Ha ha! And it wasn't the killer. I could potentially imagine there being some command blocks that more or less set most of the pigmen in this area to hostile. 164 should have access to NBT that could set that data. I don't know if we've run into any like passive pigmen yet, which if that were the case, then that would debunk kind of my little theory here. But I don't know. Good Lord. These pigmen are ruthless. Now, is there any good way over? No. I more or less... I don't know if there's a pathway in the backside of there. I could probably go up and around here to get to the backside, and if the backside has a pathway over, that might work. I can't do as easily the side over here. Let's try this over this way. Let's try to go... Let's do a little bit of a reach around. That's what I'm going to call it. We're going to call it a reach around. I want to see if I can go from around the backside. Diddle up the area a little bit. Oh boy. Go around the backside, diddle up the area a little bit. Maybe try to get into the rear. Hey, you like these analogies? No. Pigman, bugger off. We'll just diddle up the area a little bit. Nothing wrong with that, right? Who doesn't enjoy a good diddling? Okay. It's gonna pain in my ass. I really wish I knew where these pigman spawners were, or the light, where I could light up to stop these pigmen, because that's it. From what it looks like, it's not all hell biome. Well, this area is, but not completely all hell biome. Looks like there might be some areas that are not fully hell biome. It's some plains areas. Okay, maybe not in this chunk of the map of the area. God damn it. I think the best... Okay, you know what? F it. F it! Instead of doing a reach around, I am going to water bucket my way across the lava. I need to get into a better... Well, that doesn't look friendly. I'm going to try to get in a better place. Boy. Trying to get in a better place. Swap out a water bucket onto my inventory, and we will try to water bucket our way across. I think that's going to be the safest. I don't know if this is going to be the best of ideas, but it should be the safest. Hopefully there's no like traps triggered based off of like the lava updating or something like that, but that's what we're going for, and that's how it's gonna be. I'm so gonna dare. Oh, okay. Some of these are cold blocks. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have a good place we can go for a supply of coal. Which is actually really nice for us. No. Thank God for us having a diamond sword to deal with all these little buggers. You angry? Are you mad? Let's try not piss off the pigman over here. I think we'll be okay. I hope. Oh boy, my super boots are gone. I'm actually kind of sad about that. Our movement speed diamond boots are all but gone. Okay. Let's try it again here. Oh, I see a box. Does this lead to the next intersection? Oh, the pigman. What is this business all about? The fortress. Well, I'm going down. Well, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Because I'm nice. Are you? Oh, well, another molten blade. The fire resist is actually really nice to have. Oh, it's an 8-minute. Oh. Okay. Is this leading to the next intersection? Or am I just doomed myself? Ah! Oh, I feel like I'm doomed myself. Okay, we need to run a little bit. Let's see if I get in a safe-ish spot, which I feel is probably not gonna be very easy. Oh, God. Alright. Oh, thank God. I feel I may have dicked myself, but we're gonna find out for sure. Okay. Our pick is about to break, which is not a good sign for us. I may need to find... boy. I need to find... see if I can find some iron here. Because if not, I'm going to be having a good old wooden pick. Cast! Tell your shit. Because that's not a trap in the slightest. You know what? I'm taking that torch. Take it! It's mine! Okay. So we are gonna have no access to water in this dimension, which is no bueno. We got armor nearly broken. We got famine, fatigue. No one's happy. I have no idea what I'm doing here. The pigmen aren't angry yet. I can imagine that will change really quickly. And if it does, I am so dicked. The fact that there's so many pigmen is a really bad sign for me. So, as long as they don't get in the way of my arrows or my bows. Oh, that blaze is dancing right in the middle of the pigman. Okay, you need to bugger off. Oh boy. Now I feel like I did see the wool box before we came in here, so that is a potentially good sign. Okay. So I don't know what exactly is in here. And I'm interested to see. I don't see any angry pigmen yet, but I can almost guarantee we are going to run into a pack of angry pigmen that is going to ruin our day. Almost guaranteed. Typical map making things. What map maker would not put an angry pigman spawner in the midst of about 1 billion pigmen? None. Every oh boy. Every map maker would do that. Now I don't know where the blaze spawner is, but I assume it's somewhere around here. Is it under? There it is. I'm gonna have to be kind of careful because we are kind of at a loss. Oh, there it is. There it is. See, I told you. I told you. You gotta put an angry penguin spawner in the midst of all of these peaceful, friendly pigmen who would then immediately turn on us. Like the nightmares they are. Okay, we definitely need to get out of here. I need a new pick. Being here is not a friendly place for me. And I think I can pretty easily get out of here. There we go. Probably could pretty easily get out of here. Oh, thank the heavens. This is not going to be a fun place. And while we're in there, all of these mobs have just been chilling over here. Okay, where can I find our little pathway over? There it is. We need to get the hell out of here. I've got a lot I need to repair and such and so forth. Let's at least get up to. Let's at least get up to the structure, because after that point it should be a little safer. It's not gonna be infinitely safer, but it should be a little safer. And then get a little cut in. And we can go back and repair some stuff, because definitely need a new pick. Definitely need some more armor. Okay, this way. We did find something, and we saw off in the distance what looked like a wool box. So I'm almost guessing intersection 5 is in the Nether. Is kind of what I'm thinking. But it's hard to say because we didn't really see a whole lot in the Nether. We saw some structures off in the distance and such, but no real info to gather from that. Alright. We look like we're in a safe-ish place. I'm going to do a quick cut, repair up some stuff, get some new supplies, and we will go from there. So I'll be right back. Alright. Came back to base, repaired some stuff, dropped off some stuff. Checked the recording time. We've been going for a little over 30 minutes, which I think is a good time to call the episode for now, just because I don't know how long it's actually going to take to get into the heart of the area or get to the box that looked like it was a whole box within the area, kind of thing. So I think we're going to call it there for today. We can do some more exploring next time and see what mishaps and mayhem are going to happen then. But that's going to do it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining us always, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye!